Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Zelp and today we're going to talk about the Railjack in Warframe, specifically a Voynix for Archwing, which is really weird because it seems to be affecting your Railjack. So what do I mean by this? If you come over here to my Voynix, you'll see that my stats are, all these are based on these Voynix. But if I were to add something like, let's say this one, which gives me damage, and it's only 20% to Archwing, and it's supposed to work on allied Archwing 100 meters within close to your Railjack. But if I put this in and I scroll down, you see that the guns for your Railjack also increase in damage, and it's really weird. Now 20% is actually not that much. It might not be noticeable in games, so it's quite hard to figure out if it actually works. Another thing is, let's say if I were to put something along, there you go, like this one, that gives you armor by 360%, like, oh my god. So if I put that on, you can see that my armor value from 2.8k went all the way to 5.7k. And the only reason why I can get up this much is because it's a different multiplier from your hull weave. It times that 2.5%, and then after that it times another 3.6%. So out of the base, which I'm, if not mistaken, yeah, 800, so it increased that many folds. So it gets to a very insane value, which kind of boils down to some questions like, is this intended or not? I'm gonna let you guys debate this down in the comment if you think it is intended or not, because right now, even without the Archwing armor buff on the Railjack, my Railjack is already pretty tanky with a maxed out armor of Voynix and also health. But if I were to put this in, I feel like it might actually be kind of overkill, and I don't know what to think about it. However, there is the Voynix capacity to take in consideration. Like, yes, I can go this way and become super tanky, but I may lose out in some damage or some kind of, or you know, having certain abilities that I may not be able to put in because simply I don't have the capacity. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I also want to point out that having this armor buff is still not good enough. It doesn't really help us see if it actually works, because for all we know, this might actually be some kind of a UI bug and it's showing us this value, but in reality in game it doesn't. So what I've decided to do, or rather how I've come to a conclusion to test this, is to look at the shields, because for the Archwing they do have one that gives you shields. So we have to remember this value. It's 1.4k shields. So if I go into the mission right now, it will display 1.4k. But if I were to put in this one that gives you shields 25%, I get 1.6k. So if I were to go into the mission right now and I see 1.6k, I feel like there is no reason to not believe that the other Archwing Voynix is not also buffing your Railjack. Okay, so let's go in. Now a while ago, in fact, I think it was just like a day or two ago, or was it this morning? I'm losing track of time, but someone actually mentioned from one of my videos, she saw that I have the Cryophon where it has 14k damage and hers is only 11k, based on the UI over there, where we just like saw all the stats. So she's wondering why, she's asking me about it, and to be honest, I did not know why either. But after a while of thinking, I think I know why. So that's going to be the second interesting part of this video, which I'll get to in just a minute. So there you go, look at the side, 1.6k shields. So this is definitely applying to the Railjack. So with this knowledge, maybe this will help you mod, I guess, do we call it mod? Oh, people are coming in, better get out. So yeah, hopefully this is going to help you guys mod your Railjack even stronger, but I highly doubt, like in my own opinion, that it is intended, because based on the description, it says Archwing. It just feels really weird to be applying to your Railjack as well. And what's even funnier is that the the Voynix that's actually kind of meant for the Railjack doesn't buff the Railjack as much as the one that buffs the Archwing. So I expect these to be nerfed, but meanwhile, I guess you can use it, you know, to get used to Railjack missions before it gets nerfed, and then it gets a little bit harder because your Railjack is more subjected to damage. Okay, now let's talk about my Cryopon. So this is the damage one, and you remove it to show you. There you go. It says 14.6k, but that person, his one is only 11 point something k. So what's going on? He said that he checked out his Voynix, and the damage of Voynix that he's using is also a maxed out Hyper Strike. So it makes no sense that mine would be higher. And this is where I think I also found something pretty interesting, which also may be a bug, is that your intrinsics. I have Gunnery at level 8, and at rank 8, if you scroll all the way down, it says that damage increased by Archwing damage increased by 25%. And I think this is the thing that is causing my value to go up. So let me just do a very manual calculation. I'm actually holding my calculator right now. If I were to put, let's say, 11,000 times 1.25, that would actually give me about 13.7k. So if he has 11 point something ish, you might actually get to 14k ish. So I think that this rank 8 actually applies to your Railjack as well. This kind of makes all of these rank 8 kind of worth going for, because this one gives you 30% health, shields, and armor, and that is a lot, especially if it's a different multiplier. So if you think it in that sense, you might actually buff your Railjack super much just by getting all of them to rank 8. So now I'm actually kind of considering doing that, but then again, I feel like, you know, it might not be intended, so maybe it might be patched once DE comes back from vacation. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Now the last thing that I want to point out, and this is important because it is making me lose a lot of sleep. Okay, so guys, let me introduce you to Warframe Wiki. This is very important because I've been getting a lot of questions like where you get this, where you get that, what should I, simple questions that you can actually find all in Wiki. And the reason why I'm saying this is because when I get those questions, I feel bad not replying, so I actually come into Wiki, find out the information, and reply to you. And it's just making me lose a lot of time, and I don't think I can keep doing that. If you can come and search it yourself, it might save you a lot of time instead of asking me, so you might actually find out sooner instead of waiting for me to reply. It also saves me a lot of time, so be sure to remember Warframe Wiki. Now, Wiki currently, because of the whole Railjack being so new thing, you might not be able to find specific thing if you search in this search bar. So for example, if you want to find, let's say, Bughead, right? So if I were to type here Bughead, enter, it doesn't show you specifically Bughead. So what you want to do is you can either type Railjack and click on this. You can also search under Avionics, but the more general one is to go to Railjack. So instead of Bughead, search for Railjack. I'm just gonna do it one more time just so that you guys can see it. And then you see Railjack, click on that. Now this will actually come up a list of things that they have. This long list of things, you can actually click through them one by one. You can see in components what they have, reactors. You can open up the list to see what kind of reactor and all the information over here. I come here a lot because I want to know things like range, weapon roll range, and those are important. So for example, if you go under amendments, you'll see the guns type. So let's say we play with the Carcinok a lot. So if you scroll, if you click this and you open up, you can see that there are different tier. Click on the one that you want to know about, and you actually see things like they'll even tell you the bonus stat ranges from where to where. And this is important. This is how you find out if the roles that you get, that you hunt in the mission, if it's a high tier role or if it's just trash or something that you'll probably get even better if you get the same component again. So my Vadar Casinok is actually pretty top tier because it has a 27% damage increment. So it's actually one of the best in terms of a radar Castaner MK3. So in that sense, that is how I know that I should repair that one instead of something else. There is some contradictions. Like in the past, I've proven Wiki to be inaccurate many times, but so far, I see a lot of things that kind of make sense. I haven't really found major faults. I learned that Wiki is actually run by like a group of people, but I think they have some kind of tie with DE, so they do get information from DE. The reason why I know this is because back in the days when I was breaking down Warframe stuff, there were actually people approaching me, asking me to join them in the wiki so that I can help, explain stuff. But I turn it down because I don't know what I'm actually going to get myself into, and I don't think it pays. So it's like, oh, I don't have time for this. Nope, I can't do it. So instead, I make videos that talk about certain things that they could improve on or things that they got it wrong, and then hopefully they see it, they change it, and I get revenue out of my videos. So in a way, I'm still helping them. Okay, so the thing that I get asked a lot is like mods. Like, where do you get Seeker Volley? Where do you get Particle Ram? These kind of questions. So all you have to do, go to Voynix, scroll all the way down, look for the ability is all the way down, so you have to like keep scrolling. And then when you get to it anytime now, let's say, where is it though? Okay, there you go, Particle Ram, right? So over here they talk about what it does, and then after that there drops from, and then it says Cosma whatever, and then it even tells you which planet it's on, and this one is from Elite and what planet it's on. So this is what you want to look for if you want to find out what drops what. So guys, please, Wiki, it's important. So from now on, if you guys were to ask me this question, like where to get something, I am going to say check Wiki, or I'll maybe direct you to this video so that you can see how to check Wiki, because I really cannot, because the truth is currently there is a lot of comments coming in. I could spend like 2 hours sitting down just replying comments, and then once I'm done I have to spend like another hour replying comments again. So I really need you guys to give me a hand here. And also special thanks to those that is at the comments replying others to help them. And I feel the love. It is such a good community going on. Guys, because of the festive season, there are some almost free stuff in the market. So make sure you go grab them. When I say almost free, I mean it only costs you like 1 credit. It's not even plats. So go under popular, scroll down. You should see these 5 over here. The skins, the hat for your crew bros, a nose for a crew bro, a skin for the melee weapon scythe, and also an interior decoration that looks something like this. I'm not too sure if there's any other. I don't see any others, but those are the ones that I found. Let me know if I missed anything down in the comments, so you guys pay attention in the description as well in case I did. But they basically do this almost every Christmas. They will put these things out, and it seems like they put it out again this year. So hope this video is helpful. Have a pleasant day. Enjoy the game. I'll see you guys tomorrow.